And through song and melody, some of the biggest OPM artists came together to uplift and honor our dedicated health workers. Singer-songwriter Ogie Alcasid and health reform advocate Dr. Tony Leachon tell us about Bayanihang Tunay, right here on The Final Word. Thank you so much for joining us, gentlemen. Ogie, through thick or thin, the healthcare workers have been there for us every step of the way. They did not quit. They are mga totoong bayaning tunay.
That's true, Rico. And this is just our way of saying thank you. You know, during the pandemic, especially during the times when the surge was so high, I was just listening to Dr. Tony Leachon almost every night, every single night, until one night when he was really getting very frustrated and he felt that a lot of our frontliners weren't getting enough help. So I started writing lyrics and I came up with Bayanihang Tunay, and I just want to thank all of my OPM friends who have joined me in this endeavor. And so we just want to dedicate this song to all our heroes who we call our frontliners.
And Doc Tony, it's been a very challenging 2 years of this pandemic. It's still ongoing, and we're now facing a new crisis because of what's happening in Russia and in the Ukraine. What about our health workers? Do they continue to be taken care of?
Well, Rico, Ogie, thank you for that particular story. Alam mo, for many years, talaga namang nagkakaroon tayo ng migration or exodus. Hindi lang yan napapansin natin, but it has been accentuated during the pandemic. Tayo po ang number one exporter ng nurses po abroad, and number two, next to India, ng doctors. And during the times, if you remember, March 2020, a lot of doctors, more than 100 right away, perished at that particular salvo. And then there were instances then the doctors were, asking for special risk allowances, benefits, and all. But it was the time when there was this particular heated discussion between the cabinet secretary running for office right now and the president of the Philippine College of Physicians, Dr. Maricarlin Pin. And I was able to hear that. And in one of my FB Live, diniscuss ko if somebody can actually, pay tribute aside from the doctors. And then Ogie, of course, Alcasid, the singer, nag-text sa akin. And then sabi niya, hindi ako nakatulog. I was able to compose and write a song. And that started a meeting between me and Ogie and the Kill COVID and the Philippine College of Physicians and of course the other doctors. And the rest is history. So I salute the artists, the local artists, for paying tribute to our healthcare workers. At ngayon, nung bumabalik na tayo because of Alert Level 1, hindi alam ng mga tao, this morning, ito yung issue, that talaga may shortage right now tayo ng mga nurses at saka mga healthcare workers. And this is the time really to face it and inspire our doctors as well as the nurses.
Ogie, Doc Tony, let's listen now to a part of this beautiful music video, this song written by Ogie, Bayanihang Tunay. Ogie, just listening to the song, I'm just getting goosebumps. I love the lines. Saludo, saludo sa inyong kabayanihan. Salamat, salamat sa inyong pagmamalasakit. Mahal namin kayo, ng taus-pusong bayaning tunay kayo. I mean, just getting all of these artists together for your song. You were all on the same page. You wanted to salute our healthcare heroes.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, Rico. And for myself, the moment I heard the final mix of the song and seeing all of my friends who are superstars in our local industry who just gave themselves for free. It was hindi mahirap silang kausapin. They knew that we had to pay back. We had to pay tribute to these people who some of them have gone. Many of them are still trying to recover. And so this is just our little way of saying thank you very much. We will never ever forget what you've done and what you continue to do for our fellow men, for people. I myself, I lost my father during the pandemic, so it was a personal thing for me. Kaya hindi ko makakalimutan talaga mga frontliners.
Doc Tony, in less than 2 months, we will be electing a new president. How important is that the next chief executive has a vision for healthcare and taking care of our healthcare workers?
I think, Rico, with the COVID pandemic, it's about time that we elect a leader, of course, with integrity, with competence, inspiring leadership, and a vision, particularly to end the pandemic and create and craft a blueprint for change, particularly for our healthcare, the healthcare agenda. The only way that we can actually open the economy fully is to end the pandemic and, of course, craft a wonderful healthcare agenda for the next 6 years. And I'd like to thank Ogie and you and all the healthcare workers right now, all the artists, for giving us hope and inspiration. And hopefully this particular song will inspire more Filipinos to join this particular advocacy. So maraming salamat, and May 9 is that particular milestone to choose the authentic leader for the country.
And Ogie, you're a Filipino voter together with Regine. What kind of
Yes,
characteristics are you looking for in the next president of this country?
I think napakahalaga na makita natin yung leader na talagang may malasakit sa atin, no? Someone who really cares, someone who can really lead, someone who lives and breathes service. Napakahalaga. I think you have outlined it. This election is so important, and I just really want to encourage everybody to go out there and vote and make sure you think about it, pray about it. Pagdasal nyo po para malaman niyo, magkaroon kayo ng realization kung sino ba talaga ang dapat para sa ating bansa.
Singer-songwriter Ogie Alcasid and health reform advocate Dr. Tony Leachon, thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us on The Final Word.